first guest is currently on tour with his one-man show, Much Ado About Everything. Please welcome Jackie Mason. Very nice to have you here, Jackie. Very nice.
Why not? Who else could you get for these prices?
That's about the point. Now, your new one-man show entitled Much Ado About Everything. Why did you call it that?
You can't find a more comfortable chair than this.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
What was this, a fire sale?
How's that? You feel all right now?
Not too good.
All right. Well,
how much is a chair? Is it so expensive that you can't get one that you could sit on?
those were about $300
You told us
apiece.
it's a low-budget show, so this is it.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. When I work for nothing, I keep my mouth shut.
All right. Now, your show, your show's called Much Ado About Everything.
Right.
Why did you call it that?
What's your business why I called it that? Who said I have to answer to you why I call it that?
Yeah.
I
Go
came here as
figure,
a
it's
guest.
a talk show and I'm prying.
You're not my manager and I don't have to answer to you. You haven't got any better question than this, or is this it?
I got quite a few here, actually.
Yeah, let's see if you got something better than this, otherwise I'm going home.
So what's going on in the U.S. election? What do you think would be a solution to this problem?
Without a piece of paper, you couldn't think of that question? Is that such a hard question to figure out for yourself?
I have my own
I'm keeping my mouth shut. I wait for these prices. What did you ask me about the national election in the United States?
Yeah,
I would say it's the most ridiculous thing that ever happened in the history of any country. There's two people running for president. Both of them weren't elected, and both are claiming that they just won. Bush is claiming, I've got the job. How about the fact that nobody voted for you? That's not important. That's not important. He doesn't have a definite enough vote to claim he won, but he's popular enough to take the job.
Right.
Nobody thinks so except him. So he's sitting in the White House, hello, I'm elected. Nobody knows about it, and I'm all set. And he's already announcing a cabinet. I got this one for transportation, for this one, for that, for that. All these guys will be working except him. Because he hasn't got the job yet, and he doesn't know if he will. Meanwhile, Gore keep announcing that he won.
Right.
And both of them haven't won yet, and both announcing that they won and trying to get the other guy out of the picture by announcing the man is making a schmuck out of himself. He's not in this business. He has no business announcing or thinking. He doesn't even belong in this country. He's not even a citizen. We have to respect the office. We have to respect the law, and that guy is out. But how about the fact that you didn't win? The fact that I didn't win doesn't mean that he should be in. He should be out, but he And meanwhile, 90 million Gentiles voted, but it all depends on 7 Jews in Miami. seven old Jews in wheelchairs are going to decide this whole election. And they can read, they can write, they don't know how to mark a ballot because they all claim it was so confusing. We knew exactly who we were voting for, but the ballot was confusing. Yeah. It had an arrow pointing to a name, and it was too complicated for them. It says, but there was other names too, but it didn't point to those names. It pointed to this name. That's no excuse. Either you should have an arrow or a name. You shouldn't have both. Right. Too many problems with this ballot because they showed exactly who the name was and was too complicated. And these are the people who are now judging the ballots to see who won. Right. They couldn't read the ballot, but they could judge the ballot. This is the most idiotic thing I ever saw in my life. And Bush, who can't talk English too good, but he's a brilliant man. English is not his field.
Yeah.
He sounds a lot like your prime minister. It's not nice for me to make fun of your prime minister. He's obviously a brilliant man, but you can't tell from the way he talks, let's be honest. Right. Every time he talks English, it sounds French. When he's talking French, it sounds English. And it sounds like he can't make up which language he wants to use next. Le rojon de pétrole, that's what I say. However, le roux de bleu. But between Bush and Gore, you have two people who are both very confused because Gore can't talk without lying, and Bush can't talk at all. Bush has definite plans, but he can't explain it to them. He tells me, I want a definite health care program. How will it work? That's not my business. All I want is health care. How do you explain it? I don't explain it. I'm just going to make sure everybody has health. How? Who knows? I don't want any sick people in this country. I'm all set for better health. Nobody will be left behind. Sick people will be out of here, but will only be healthy. And God knows exactly how to explain it, but it gets so complicated that you feel like you passed away by the time he explains it to you. He has a whole healthcare program with so many complications. When you're 7, you put in $8. When you're 9, you get back $2. $3 goes to your mother, $5 goes to your sister, $3 goes to your rent, the rest goes to your uncle. Your brother-in-law puts $2, $8 goes here, $4 goes there, and everybody says, oh, now I need healthcare. I got such a headache. And now they have judges who are deciding who won how many votes. Right. And every 10 minutes they have a different winner. It goes back and forth. Yesterday they thought Gore was going to win because the judge decided that the votes are already counted and the rest of the votes don't count. Mm-hmm. The other guy decided that they do count, but you should have no right to count them. Right. The time is till 5 o'clock and that's it. Unless there's more votes, then we can count those. But we can't count them unless we know where they are, but wherever they are, we can't use them. And the whole country is walking around. You could count them, but not after 5 o'clock. Unless you find out that you were allowed to count them, then you could count them. And now they have a judge. This is going back and forth every 10 minutes. Gore won yesterday, today Bush is ahead. No, that's just the opposite. Yesterday Bush was ahead, today Gore is ahead, because the state Supreme Court voted that she can't announce at 2 o'clock tomorrow who won, because there are still absentee ballots. But nobody knows where the absentee ballots are because they come from foreign countries. Right. So you have to wait for the absentee ballots, but not for the ones that are here. So you're allowed to take these against those, but when they come in, you don't know where these are, and the budget, it's not my business. Gore announced, I won. And nobody is going to know. Nobody is going to know who won this election till 4 years from now. By that time, their time will be up and there'll be a new president. Right. That's how it's going to work. Right. Meanwhile, Clinton is a happy man because he has to look for girls now all over the country. He's got free reign now. And nobody could accuse him of oral sex in the White House. Right. They're claiming he had oral sex with a Jewish girl. You believe this?
What are you
a Jewish girl is not interested in oral sex. An oral surgeon, maybe.
Well, thank you very much for coming by, Jackie.
Well, it was a pleasure doing business with you.
You as well. You as well. Jackie Mason playing the Toronto Theatre for the Performing Arts for the next 6 weeks. I gotta say, you can stay here till we go. Jackie Mason, one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Don't miss him. John Sachs is up next after these messages. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but I recently joined ACTRA.
Oh, the Actors Union.
Yeah, the Performers Union here in Canada.
Yeah, okay.
And they bring people like Mr. Mason in when I'm due for my break.
Oh!
I'm entitled to 5 minutes every hour.
He took it.
And yeah, I took it.
He took it.
That's the way it's going to go. What a big hand for Jackie, by the way. Yeah, he didn't leave, ladies and gentlemen. You folks at home should know he spontaneously combusted. That's him. Little puddle there on the He was great, huh? Locked down the back. He's here for 6 weeks playing at the Toronto Theatre for the Performing Arts.
No, he's great.
Here right through. He's here, and Dame Edna's down at the Pantages.
It's a hot week in Toronto.
Sure, it's like East meets West. It's a whole deal there. All working all over.